Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you. I got access to create another Dunk Low by you. I think it came out really well, and I can't wait to get into them with y'all. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at my second pair of the Nike Dunk Low by you. So Nike has kind of been flooding the market with Dunk Low drops lately, and I think it has caused a lot of Dunk Low fatigue. I still really like Dunk Lows. However, it has been a while since I've seen a pair that I was really pumped about. I had previously gotten access to the Nike Dunk Low by you, and I created a pair. I had heard that the quality was really good on those pairs, and whenever I got my pair in person, I absolutely love that pair. This was actually the first pair that I got, and I made them in Pittsburgh colors, of course, just because I like just about every Pittsburgh team that there is. On the back, I put Mr. Butter, and I just really think that they came out well. I really can't speak highly enough of both the quality and just the style of these. These things are way more comfortable because it feels like it's real soft leather. It doesn't feel like that plastic stuff. I've been wearing these a lot, and you can tell there's no real bad creases. Like, it doesn't look like it's a fake or synthetic material or anything. And I think that they're aging really well, but I couldn't be happier with how these came out. So whenever I got access to get another pair, I jumped all over it. And I already had some ideas of the type of design I wanted to do, so I'm looking forward to getting into them with y'all. But this is my first pair, and I think they're dope. I really like them. I've been wearing them a lot, and like I said, they're holding up really well. I think they're great quality. But to go along with this theme of Nike by you, where it's basically just a blank template, you get to pick your colors and put them the way that you want and everything. You can put text on them if you so choose to. The box is basically a blank canvas, just like the shoe is. You can see it says Nike by you, and it almost looks like it's like a coloring book. It's a drawer style box, and whenever you open it up, you can see that the paper on the inside kind of has that coloring book theme as well, so it's like you can fill it all in. But I think it's really dope looking. I think it's a cool concept. But I think that retail price was either $120 or $130 on these, and I think that's a reasonable price. I don't think it's overpriced because, like I said, the quality on these has been really remarkable. I've been talking about that box enough. Here is my second pair of the Nike Dunk Low by you, and this is without a doubt my favorite pair of dunks that I have got in a while. I think these are really dope. I love that mint green color. I forget what they called it, maybe mint foam or something like that, but I knew whenever I saw that I wanted to use that. And I've also really been wanting to do a pair that had a colored midsole and not just like a white midsole. I always like a black outsole, and I feel like all of my dunks either has a white or a sail midsole. So I really wanted to do a color scheme that kind of went from the upper of the shoe down to the midsole. I probably took some inspiration from some of the Jeff Staple Dunk Lows. I think he's got several different colorways of SB Dunk Lows that kind of have that effect, where the color from the upper seems to merge down onto the midsole. And I just really like the way these came out. They look different than everything that I have in my collection. Some habits of mine are hard to break. Like, I love having white side panels with a black swoosh over top of it. I think that is just such a classic look, whether it's on Dunks or Jordan 1s. I just love the look of that. I feel like it just automatically gives you a classic style to whatever shoe you have. But once again, I'm really impressed with these materials. The leather is incredibly soft, and I'd imagine that they'll break in quite well. There really won't be a break-in period, but I think they'll wear really well. I don't think they'll look really aged if I wear them daily, and I expect them to hold up just as well as my Butter Dunks did. The only part that I put that mint green is on the toe box, and then the tongue is leather as well, but the mint green kind of runs up the center of the shoe. And then for the stitching on the heel tab, where it says Nike there, I also use that mint green there. And I really just like the way these came out. You'll have to let me know what you think of them. Even if everybody else hates them, I'm crazy about them, so I couldn't be happier with this purchase. Just for a quick close-up of the materials, I just want to give you a quick comparison. This obviously is the Dunk Bayou pair. We get a nice soft leather tongue, and really the whole upper is nothing but a really nice soft leather. It's got a tumbled effect, but in areas where it's pulled tighter, the tumble isn't as noticeable. Like around the back there, it's not as noticeable as what it is on the toe box and other panels like that. But it's just really soft, and I love this material. I think these things are great. But this is the Dunk Bayou. And then this obviously is probably the most famous dunk low that there is. Even though prices have come down on these big time, Nike continues to just pump them out, which I think they should. I think they might as well. I don't really see the huge value in these anyway, but this is a really synthetic material. The tongue is your standard nylon tongue like we have on most dunks, but the materials on this are way worse than what they are on here. I would prefer to be able to make my own pair any day of the week than buy something like this, even if it is a dope colorway. I just think this material pretty much sucks, and unfortunately that's what we get on most Dunk GRs. So it's so refreshing to be able to design your own pair and then have them come with really nice material like this. I can't recommend it enough. If you get the Nike Bayou access to do a dunk low, I would jump on it. I would order as many pairs as I got access to. I believe I was told before that in Canada they give you access year-round to the Dunk Low Bayou, which I don't understand why they wouldn't do that in the US. Maybe they've stopped that, but I think in other countries you're able to do the Dunk Low Bayou year-round, and I would love to have that option. Maybe it's a good thing I don't have that option, because I'd probably end up with way too many Dunk Lows. Getting into the outsole, you can see that it's pretty much all black. It does have tiny little speckles of white in there, and I'm not sure what the reasoning for that is. I think my Butter Dunks came like that as well. I don't think you can get just a solid black outsole, but from the side it looks like it's solid black anyway. You really can't see all those little speckles on there, but I don't know how well that comes through on camera. Maybe you can see them, maybe you can't, but there's tiny little white speckles on this outsole. But aside from that, the tread pattern is the same that we always get for dunks. Pivot point in the front, Nike branding there at the midfoot, very similar to a Jordan 1 tread pattern. And then you can see that black as we come up to the midsole, and it meets a wolf gray midsole. I really like the dark color of wolf gray on here. I think it's a nice contrast, especially with this bright color on the toe box and these bright white side panels. Like I said before, I've got plenty of dunks that have white midsoles, but I really wanted to do something different, so I went with that gray color, and I really like the way it came out. It's got gray stitching to match in there. As we come up to the mud guard, we can see more of that wolf gray color on the mud guard, going up the eye stays, and then wrapping around the heel. And again, I just love this leather material. I like the color of it. I feel like they make these Dunk Low Bayous really well. I don't know who they put on it. I don't know what factory they're made in, but the turnaround time on this one was really fast. From the time they were made until they were at my house, it probably only took like 2 weeks or something. And I just think the craftsmanship is very noticeable on these. I think they came out great, and I wish they made all their dunks like this, but unfortunately we know what we normally get for Dunk Lows. Like I said before, I really like this mint green color. As soon as I saw that, I knew that I wanted to use it, and it kind of reminds me of like an old Chevy or like an old Fender guitar, like a surf green color, something like that. And I just think it looks really nice with this gray, white, and black. I'm digging it. But we have that nice soft leather on the toe box where we see all those perforations. And then we also get that really nice soft leather for the tongue. And I really like that aspect of it too. It really gives them more of like a luxurious feel. I love the way it looks whenever you've got a white side panel with a black swoosh over top of it. And just like all the other leather on this shoe, the quality feels top shelf. Very, very soft and noticeable whenever you see it. I have black leather for the swoosh, for this area up around the collar where we have those rows of stitching, and then for the heel tab as well. And I like the contrast of this mint green color for the stitching up against that black leather heel tab. I think it really pops and looks nice. For the piping going around the tongue, and then for the sock liner, I went with more of that wolf gray color, and I really like the way it came out. The tag on the tongue is more of that mint foam color, and it's just got white Nike branding on it. For the insole, it's black and has white Nike branding down on there. But that was a pretty quick look at these. I absolutely love these shoes. I would jump at the chance to design my own pair again. I don't know if it's just completely random or how they decide who gets access for that, but I'm definitely glad that I've had access a couple of times for it. Let me know if you've made your own Nike by You pair, whether it's a Dunk Low or any other silhouette, and let me know how you think they came out. Let me know what you think about this pair. I don't care if you hate them, because like I said, I love them, and I'm the one that's going to be wearing them. But I think these things are dope as dope can be. I greatly appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch you on the next one. I'm out.